Hello, hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. I'm back. 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks. I made it. I did it this time. Hello. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tammy of Cinematic Skeins. I knit, spin, crochet, weave, sew. I dye. I mean, yeah, I've dyed. You guys, I dyed for the first time in a year and I'm stoked. Granted, I just dyed some black. So it doesn't really count for much, but it does, because if you've been here for a bit, I tore my wrist, I tore my shoulder, I got all kinds of broken foot, just all the things. And I dyed yarn for the first time in a year last week. And it felt nice. It felt nice. It made me want to dye more, but a friend of mine reminded me that to not push myself. And it's not like I need to sell the yarn, so I don't need it for anything. So, well, I needed the black, but I don't need to dye more yarn for anything right now, so I don't need to push myself to dye a bunch. Although, I will say, I missed the Inglenook Fibers sale for the end of the year, and I'm so pissed off because there were a couple colors I really, really wanted, but I was at the vet. So I had completely, I set an alarm for the sale, and then I took the dogs to the vet and my alarm went off while the doctor was talking and I couldn't log in and buy the things. So I missed out on the things. So I'm kind of tempted to recreate the colorways that I wanted because I have fiber to dye. I have the things, I can do it myself, right? Right, okay. Anyways. But I also don't want to copy someone, you know what I mean? I mean, one of the colors was just a rainbow with some black in it. I could do that. I do that. That's what I do. Black rainbows. So anyway, yeah. I dyed for the first time over the year. Super stoked about it, if you couldn't tell. Before anybody's like, when are you going to start selling yarn? No. It's going to be a while. I don't foresee any trunk shows in the foreseeable future or anything, but now that it doesn't hurt so much to dye, I mean, my shoulder is weak, I will say that. But I wasn't in pain, washing the yarn. So there is potential for some random colorways to get created here and there. My dogs just came in the house. They're going to be loud. I'm sorry. Juice. Can you guys hear them? I can hear them. It's mostly Benny. Benny likes to go at Theo with his mouth open and he makes these weird Chewbacca noises and it's really annoying. With dogs. It's windy today. If you couldn't tell, I'm in the craft room. Haven't been in here in a minute because there was nowhere to sit. Now I have a path. I can get to my sock machine. I can almost get to the sewing machine. I might actually clean that off today because I've been in the mood to sew something. I want to sew another quilt top, but this time it's going to be, where are they? Juice is in the way. I have all of these rolls, fabric, jelly rolls, and there was this one quilt I wanted to do with this particular jelly roll. And I was kind of in the mood to do that yesterday, but I didn't feel like coming in here because it's a little chilly in this room. Anyway, so I might clear off a path to the sewing machine today. I mean, I can get to it. There's just one box in the way, but there's all my stuff for the sock machine is sitting on my sewing table, so I need to move that. I might go to IKEA today. I need to get a thing to put all of the sock machine stuff, like a tiered thing. Like this. You guys can't see it. I have a rolly cart, a tiered rolly cart with my sewing stuff on it. So maybe I need to get a second rolly cart for my sock machine stuff and set it over there. Yes, actually I need to swap where the sewing machine and the sock machine are. That way it doesn't look so cluttered in that corner. Anyways, sorry, braining. Okay, I don't have a lot to talk about today, to be clear, so this will not be very long. I kind of like the short episodes. What do you guys think? Because I know sometimes I talk for 45 minutes to an hour. How are y'all liking the 30 minutes and under? Because, I mean, it helps I don't have a lot to show. So And I'm signed up for another pottery class. So I'm going back to pottery class in January. I know I didn't show you guys what I made in my last pottery class. It's because I screwed up. I made all this wonderful stuff. I spent hours, like 3.5 hours glazing lots of different colors on all of my things. And then the guy that was sitting across from me, I thought he had the glaze bucket. You all right? Hold that thought. Sorry. That was an angry barky wolf thing. Anyway, sorry. Glazing. Okay, so the guy that was sitting across from me, who was really cool and had a service dog with him who I loved. I hope he's in my next class because he said he was going to sign up for another class too. I hope he's in my next class mostly because I want to hang out with the dog. The dog is so sweet. It's a little cute golden retriever. Oh, so cute. Anyways. But granted, if it's finished with its service dog training, then I can't love on it as much. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways. So the guy sitting across, long story, not short, sitting across from me had one of the glaze buckets, and I thought he had the clear, but I did not confirm, and that's where I screwed up. I should have confirmed, hey, is that the clear bucket? He had the white bucket. So what happened was I dipped every single one of my pieces in the white glaze. So when it got fired, all of my color, all of my intricate detail freaking disappeared. And I hate every single thing that came out of the kiln. That was mine. I hate it all. I wanted to break it into a bunches of pieces. I haven't done that yet because I feel like it would be a waste of time and I should look at those things to remind myself what not to do. But I mean, the knit cup was kind of sort of okay. The white just ruined. It was like a black rainbow. It was black rainbow because that was the goal. It ruined it, but you can still see the knit detail. Like it's like the white kind of washed off the colors that I put on it. So you can see like the bare clay through it. It's really weird. I'll pop in a picture if y'all care. I'm going to make another knit mug, but this time I got this really cool thing. It's from Vermont Pottery Works by Lane Diamond, and they're called mug planks. So what it is, it's a plank with like a detailed inlay in it, and you just like do your slab clay, right? When you roll out, it's basically a giant pasta roller for clay. And you have like sheets and you can pick like the thinness and thickness and whatever. Anyway, it's like a giant roller thing. You run the clay through and make a giant flat slab, right? So anyways, you take a slab of clay and you roll it on top of this thing, cut out your shapes, put that shit together, and instant mug, right? Okay, it works better if I show you. Look at that texture, look at it. Okay, so I've got my knit mug. I've got the bottom or a lid, like cover for like your teas and things. I've got a mug plank. And technically, I could also do rectangular dishes. I love for sushi and stuff, yes. And you know, portion control. I could do knit dishes and knit mugs and all the things, and I can't wait. This is gonna make everything go so much faster because all I had to make my cup, I have a knit roller, like a little teeny tiny roller with a knit pattern on it, and had to roll it and then line it up and roll it again to make it bigger. I don't have to do that anymore. I just roll my clay onto this. Bob's your uncle. I'm so excited for this. Awesome. I will link them below. They have lots of different ones. They have one with whales on it, and there's one that I kind of want. They're like $45, you guys. So it's probably not going to happen. But there's one that has koi fish on it that I might pick up at some point because koi fish and dragons. They have dragons. I'm gonna keep it in my favorites list because I might buy more. I'm stoked about this. So stoked. And they even have curved planks where you can make your mug. So it sits like this, like a regular tea and saucer kind of mug. I'm so stoked about this. I can't wait. So yeah, I start pottery class in mid-January. So that'll be fun. It'll give me something to do on my Saturdays again, where I'm not just watching TV and knitting all day. So yeah, it'll be fun. And it's a social activity because I'll be at a table with other people. And it's my same teacher from last time. So I don't have to wait and listen through all the instructions. I can just get started the minute I get there. And I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I was going to join the studio as a member because it's cheaper than taking these sessions. But I'm taking another session because I want to learn a little bit more before I just go off on my own, all willy-nilly creating stuffs. Plus, it's a bit of a drive, and I don't want to join right when Texas is about to hit their cold spell, because it's usually colder here. I want to say February is usually when the ice hits, and I don't want to have to drive to Dallas in the ice. So yeah, no. I'll save it to when I know I'll be able to go more often. But yeah, excited. Okay, that was that. Let's do the gifting, and then I'll show you the little bit that I have to show you. Don't want to knock my juice over. And yeah. For life stuff, I get to stop wearing this stupid boot next week. I mean, he said I could take it off. Yeah, 2 weeks. So next week. And then I see my ortho in 2 more weeks to see if my foot is healing anymore. Because, all right, so the way I broke it, there's a little chunk missing like that, right? And then there was a line through the rest of the bone, and then like a little number 7 that was kind of like a fracture explodey thing. The number 7 and the line have healed. So the explodey bits, like the teeny tiny little fissures, have healed, and the little tiny fracture has healed, but there's this little open space that has not healed, which is why I had to wear the boot for an extra 2 weeks. And then we're going to do x-rays to see if that healed or filled in at all. It could be, and this is because you don't have a lot of blood flow in your feet, and that's what leads to bone healing. I might just have a chunk missing out of that bone. It may not heal. He did warn me about that when I first found out it was broken. So it might not heal. Right now, the pain, I mean, tolerance, but it's manageable. It's not that bad right now. The only time my foot really hurts is when I'm not wearing my boot and I step on something that's not flat. Like walking in the grass yesterday, I tried to take the boot off early and just wear some sneakers outside. And I walked across my yard to pick up something, and no, I can't do uneven surfaces with that foot right now. But I did buy some pricey freaking sneakers from the running store because cushion and support and stability and all that crap. I hate sneakers. We've had this discussion. Anyways, let's do the gifting. That's all my life stuff. Okay. All right. So the gifting is for, how many did I say? Was it 6 or 7 skeins of green yarn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? 6. Yeah, 6. Okay. 6 skeins of this yarn. I know in the other lighting in the bad room, the living room, I don't have the great lighting. Theodore. Oh, freaking Theo. This room, I have the good lighting. So you can see it's not teal, it is green. It's this lovely foresty green. I mean, it's teal leaning, but it is green. It is green. See? Pine green, evergreen. Hence the tree. So yes, this is Treehouse Knits. I swear we've seen this tree before. Yak Silk DK, 6 skeins. Do the gifting. Pick a winner. Make sure it says the thing. Grinch happy. Sophia! Oh, I've done this before. Sophia Kushel? Oh my God, we've had this discussion. Okay, Sophia. 4448. You know who you are. You've won stuff for me before. I'm sorry if I butchered your name again. We've had this discussion. I remember the email. Anyway, at least I remembered something, right? Okay. You know the deal. Send me your shipping address and I will get that out to you as soon as I can. I do normally ship on Saturdays because it's when I have time. But yeah, yarn for you. And possibly a bag. I need to clear a path to the bags. They're right there. I can see the stack of them. Possibly a bag. So, yarn for you. You know what to do. Anyways. Okay. Cleaned out some stuff, obviously. I'm never going to use this. Does anybody want it? Comment. Hook. And we'll do a drawing for it. It's just a, what's it called? Mosaic crochet motif thing. Crochet dictionary of 150 modern tapestry crochet motifs. I call it mosaic crochet, whatever it's called. Here you go. All the pictures and things. It's similar to alternate. It's a color work chart book, basically. Comment hook. Yes? Okay. Boom. Knitters. I think we had this discussion when I bought this book. I feel some kind of way about it. Comment, doodle. Do a drawing for that. You can enter for both. There you go. We'll do books this time. Okay? Cool. All right. Yes. All right. What else to show you? I have stuff in the things. And then I'm going to go work on my project. All right. So speaking of project, if you guys remember, I was making a rainbow blanket that was not knit. So on my loom, this is the first bit. Remember I was making it in panels and then I have to attach the panels together. This is the back. So there's this one. Bum, bum, bum. Remember, if you've been here, if you haven't been here, hey, look, I made a blanket thing. This panel. Dun, 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 dun. I have 2 more panels to make. One of them's already on the loom. I'm halfway through it. Well, I'm going to finish that half, hopefully today. Because my shoulder won't hurt. Because I stopped weaving because I kept irritating my shoulder while it was healing. So now that my shoulder is healed, I can weave. So I'm going to hopefully finish my 3rd panel because I am going to start a new project with some bulky yarn that I bought from West 7th Wool, and some yarn that I dyed, and some yarn that I dyed and spun, fiber that I dyed and spun into yarn. And I'm going to make a plaid wrap because why not? And I designed my own plaid because of course I did. It's just the basic plaid. Anyways, I bought this gorgeous yarn. I bought it to make a sweater, but I didn't have any sweater patterns in mind, so I had no idea how much yarn to buy because I don't typically buy bulky yarn. I needed like double the amount of yarn that I bought, and this is all that they had. So, gonna make a wrap. Problem solved. This is Azul Bolita. I think it's a blue bottle, right? I don't know. This is Malabrigo Chunky. Look at this blue. Oh, it's like lapis cobalty. It's purple leaning. Lapis, I think, is purple leaning almost. It's a very rich blue. We'll go with that. Lapis. But cobalt is also kind of purple. Lapis, cobalt, whatever. I got 7. That's 7 of these. Isn't that pretty? And then when I realized I didn't have enough to make a sweater, I decided I was going to make something blue and black because I could dye black yarn all day. It's why I started dyeing yarn. It's because I couldn't find black at the yarn shops, and people were like, people don't like to knit with black. And I'm like, what? Because I think I've told you guys this if you've been here. I learned to knit on black yarn, so I don't mind knitting with black. I love it, actually, especially because I love wearing black. So I decided to dye some black, and I would make something black and blue. And then I was like, oh my God, plaid, like a buffalo plaid. I'm gonna make a buffalo plaid. And then I dyed the black, Sister to the Fates. If you've ever bought yarn from me, you know my black is named after Lily from Legend, so it's sister to the Fates. So I dyed some black. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, this is the yarn that I dyed, and I was super stoked that I dyed yarn because it's perfect. It's super saturated and it did not bleed, and it felt so good, you guys. So yeah, it's gonna be this and this, right? Isn't that? Yes, sister to the Fates. And then I was, you know, I've been in here doing the things, moving the stuff around, and I found this, which is my hand spun. I dyed this also. I dyed this, I spun it up. It's my hand spun. I forgot that it was in here. I caked it up. I can't remember what I caked it up for, but then I never used it. So I came across this and I was like, you know, that's got that blue in it. And you guys know how I feel about black rainbow. So this is my hand spun. It's more of a Aran / worsted than it is a bulky, but it's fine. It's weaving. It's fine. You see, it picks up on all the blues in it, right? And then the black makes the rainbow bit stand out. Yes. So I'm going to use this in the plaid as a third color. And so I designed this plaid. There is no rainbow. There's no rainbow thing. How do I make this bigger? In my chart, I can't color in rainbows. So I had to pick a color to stand for the rainbow. I'll show you my plaid. Should I get it pulled up? Don't want to pull up? Okay, cool. I'll go into the thing I made it in and pull it up there. All right, cool. All right, so if you're looking at this, ignore the red box for one, because that's just my repeat. If you ever looked at a colorwork chart, you've seen the little boxes that show like you repeat this section. So that's my repeat. The green line is actually the rainbow in the actual yarn. So there's my plaid. It's gonna look like that. Isn't that cool? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So I made that decision. Those are the yarns I'm gonna use. I dyed my black, waited for it to dry, you know how it is, and was ready and was like, okay, I'm gonna get this started and I'm gonna start weaving this weekend. And then I went through my reeds for my rigid heddle and realized I never bought bulky. So I need a 5 dent reed for bulky yarn. I could make it work with a 7.5, but I feel like I would I would make my yarn super fuzzy because I would be constantly rubbing against it because it's too thick for the heddle thing. So I ordered new reeds because I can't start my project without them. And they'll be here Wednesday or Thursday. So I have some time to get to it. It's fine. That'll give me time to finish my 3rd panel. So I need to finish that by Wednesday. And then I'll be able to warp my loom with my bulky yarn and start my plaid wrap. And it's going to be fun and nice. And if you guys remember, I was making... I talk to you guys like you've been here forever, but I mean, whatever. It's fine. I feel like the people that watch me all the time, y'all remember these things, right? Because I ramble and I forget projects that I've been working on and, you know, my brain. There was a shawl that I started. Is it in here? No, it's in the other room. There's a shawl I started. Never finished it. Well, it's a wrap / shawl called the Hope Shawl. Oh, why don't I'm in the wrong chart. I need to be in the book section. Okay. I'm semi-prepared, you guys. Where is it? Wrap shawl. Search library. Where's my search feature? Where's search? Hope. That's it. Will you open? Yeah, you did. All right, so it was the Hope Wrap Shawl. It's this by Alabaster Pearl. I started it. It's like, there's that much. There's that much. Because I couldn't find the project. I set it aside, whatever. I know where it is right now because I organized that. But anyway, it's just basically a giant scarf wrap with pockets. So that's my plan for my plaid. I'm going to do the plaid, put pockets on it, and maybe some fringe. And it's going to be like the Hope wrap shawl thing, but woven. That's my goal. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'm going to put pockets on it. What do you think? I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on. Anyway, while I was at West 7th, I actually went there to donate yarn, not to buy yarn. But since I was there, I mean, if I add up how much the yarn I donated cost, I basically just swapped it out. Paid double. Anyway, I bought this other yarn for weaving because I thought it would be cool woven up. I bought this to make a scarf. I could actually warp this loom because I could do this on the small loom. I also got this to make a plaid, but now I'm thinking I might just make it normal. Or maybe a grid. Well, plaid is a grid. Anyway, I got this yarn to weave with because it looked fun. And it didn't, Amy and I were playing with it. It's not too, it does stick together a bit, but not too terribly. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine if I use a different yarn for the warp, like a smooth yarn for the warp, and this is just going to be the weft. Do I have that right? I think I have that right. Anyways, look at this fun texture. And it's fuzzy. I got 2 colors. Isn't that fun? I thought this would make a really cool scarf. Anyways, this is Fashion Cotton Alpaca Fun Neps. It's organic cotton and merino. 38% cotton, 32% polyamide nylon, 17% alpaca. It's fuzzy and fun. I just think it looked fun and I want to make something with it. And I was going to weave with it. But now I'm wondering what it would look like knit up. I don't know. I just thought this looked cool. So I got 2 skeins because they're 50-gram balls. I got 2 skeins of each, or 2 balls of each. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's in here. It's in the stash. Put project back over here. Hello, darling. Let's see what else. Oh, and I got these scissors by Mediac. I don't know. They're dragon scissors. Why not? Okay, got those. And let's see what else. Do you guys want to see my Advent sock progress? I'm a day behind, so I won't be spoiling anything. It's the Woolens and Nosh Pacific Northwest. I'm doing them 2 at a time. Sir. Somebody outside? There you go. Theodore, hush. That's what they look like so far. Did my heels. Yeah, those are fun. And that's that. And then Advent, my Dune Advent. So opened 14 packages. I got a Dune bookmark. This is pretty. I've got some tea. Sinterklaas tea, which is swart, I'm probably mispronouncing that. Swart tea, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, apple, and clove. Reminds me of, oh, I haven't gotten any cider. I didn't get any cider this fall. Anyways, Be Very Merry, green tea, apple, cinnamon, orange peel, orange oil, peppercorns, cloves, cinnamon bark oil. Very festive teas. This very random mix. It must be a Netherlands thing. All right, so this is called Smikkelbeer. Snickelbeer Melange. So it's speculous cookies, which I recognized and was like, okay, cool. But there's also gumdrops and candy hearts, which is a random blend, but okay. Yeah, see, candy hearts and gumdrops. What? Who puts that with cookies? The Dutch. Is it Dutch? Oh my God. Is it Dutch? Am I doing this again? Netherlands. Denmark. Dutch? Yes, because Denmarks are Danes, right? Denmark, they speak Danish. Netherlands, they speak Dutch. Why is it with a D? Anyway, what a random thing to put together. Like Chex Mix makes sense. It's crunchy, salty things. These are sweet things, but cookies and gumdrops and candy hearts together? My brain is confused by this. I will not eat these things together. I mean, I won't eat the gumdrops at all because piggies, gelatin. Actually, the hearts might have gelatin in them too. Sir, what you barking at? Anyways, I'm almost done. Yarn. All right, yarn advent. So y'all saw this one. Here's the rest so far. Theodore, Benny. Names. Here's the rest so far. I know it said they would be a fade. I feel like my brain wants to switch some of these colors around, so I'll probably do that when it's all over. Not in here? Nope. Sir? Not in here. Go back in the living room. Anyway, this is my Dune advent so far. Aren't they pretty? I feel like the next 14, is it still 14 days? No. The next 10 days will probably be the deeper colors, I would think, because I just switched. Today's was gray. And today's stitch marker, I didn't even look at. Oh, it's the blade. What's it called? What's the knife called? Oh, my brain. It's the tooth, the sandworm tooth. Chris knife. It's Chris knife. So that, I can remember movie stuff, but I can't remember just, day-to-day normal things I need to function. And I think this one is just a sand dune mountain type thing. Yeah. Y'all can't see that. Anyways, yarn, advent, cool. Hello, why are you in my lap? Anyways, dogs and yarn. Anyway, talk to you guys, Christmas? That'll be 2-ish weeks, right? Yes, after Christmas? I don't know. Probably after Christmas. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything. I'll just be sitting in the house watching TV. But, I'll be off that Friday. So yeah, maybe that Friday or Saturday I'll get at you and let you know how things are going. Whether or not I finish my blanket by Christmas, I don't think I will. I realized a couple days ago that I totally miscounted and I have to do a whole other row before I can start my 4th quadrant. So it's juice. Why do you have mud in your face? Were you digging under the fence? I just put dirt in there. That's what I did yesterday. I bought 10 bags of fill dirt because somebody's been digging up next to the foundation of the house. Benton. So yeah, I moved dirt around yesterday. That was fun. I had to buy dirt. And I still need to call a landscaping guy because my house is on a slight slant of ground. And the side of my house, the ground has sunken down, so my foundation bit is a little exposed. So I need somebody to come out here and put more dirt and regrade it just on one side of the house. So it's probably gonna cost me $5,000. Maybe I can move and leave it to the next people to do. Anyways, goodbye. Hook or doodle. Get the books out of my house. I mean, I'll donate them otherwise, but if you guys want them, cool. Anyways, Have a good one. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, all that good stuff. Bye.